Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. You've reached Teen Mom 2 recap and review up in here, okay? I stuck with the basic black because it seems like this stupid camera can never pick up what I'm wearing, all right? The first scene is Leah's scene, and she says that Jeremy has been working closer to home so he's able to spend more time with Addie. We're here with Jeremy. Jeremy's here with some dude. You know, I don't know these people's names, okay? And he's talking, and he said that he had Addie, and Addie asked him a question that he was not prepared for. And the question that Addie asked Jeremy was basically, why are you and my mom not together anymore? So Jeremy says to the guy, the co-worker, I guess, that, you know, she's only 6. Damn, Addie's 6 already? Golly! Addie's 6? For real? Time sure does fly with children. But anyway, Jeremy says that, you know, Addie's only 6. She's too little to know what really happened. Okay, so keep it simple. Me and your mom just didn't work out, but we work well co-parenting. We just didn't work well as a relationship. You guys, you parents, you know, you guys make it a lot more complicated than it has to be, okay? So Addie starts crying and says basically to Jeremy that you abandoned us, and that, you know, her sister, I bet you Gracie in her big mouth, went and told Addie that your dad left mom and all this stuff. And, you know, Jeremy really feels hurt about that. He said he started crying too when she started crying. So the next scene is Briana's scene, and she says that John came down for the weekend, and so they went to an amusement park. Briana says that John had a good time hanging out with the girls, and then they have these beautiful pictures of, is that Roxanne? Oh, Roxanne looks good there. Roxanne holding Stella, and Briana's there. They had a good old funky time, okay? Briana's in the car, and she says that John's about to go home, and John's over here looking drained. He's like, I'm gonna have a long day. And Briana's like, well, at least you get to spend some of the time with me. And John, buddy, I saw that reaction that you gave just now. Yeah, that little lackadaisical, is that the right word? Briana and John are sitting here talking about how they had a great time at the amusement park. John was carrying Stella everywhere, okay? So John, okay, girl, why didn't you have a stroller for Stella? Ain't nobody got time to be carrying no child around no park. That's what strollers are for. Where's the stroller? Okay, girl, you need a stroller. The producer asks Briana off camera, when was the last time you spoke to Lewis, pretty much? And Briana says that me and Lewis got into a disagreement via text, and he hasn't spoken to me in like an entire month. And he hasn't tried to see Stella either. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, y'all, okay? I tried. A lot of y'all were like, hey, you know, now he want to come back. And on Reddit, they were like, now he want to come back, okay? Dude, you just proved me completely wrong. So then John asks Briana, what was the argument about? And basically, Lewis just got tired of having to go to her house to see his kid, okay? And I get it. I get being annoyed because honestly, guys, if we're being completely honest here, yes, he needs to do more. Financially, he needs to want to be around, but Briana makes that very difficult as well, because she pretty much doesn't give him the opportunity to want, you know, because I'm just like this, listen, like he said, I think it was the last episode, he's not a drug dealer, he's not a bad person, he just wants to be around his daughter. If he wants to come and pick his daughter up and take his daughter out, what's the problem? And Lewis has a car, right? Unlike Devon doesn't even have a car. That is a problem, really. What I will never understand is that you trust a man to enter you unprotected, but you do not trust that same man to take the child outside without your supervision. Girl, have you lost your freaking mind? Like, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Briana explains to John that, you know, Lewis didn't like feeling like he was supervised. And frankly, guys, I kind of understand where Lewis is coming from now. I know that it's difficult to kind of let go when you see a man who hasn't been around and you're just like, you're going to follow my rules, buddy. It's easy for us as women to decide, okay, I'm going to use this over you. I'm going to lord this over you now. You're going to do my command. Okay, my wish is going to be, you know, your command. But you have to lighten up. If you really want the child's father to be around, they're going to be around. First of all, you can't force a man or a woman to be a parent. If they choose to be that and they want to be that, that's fine. But by you being more restrictive as far as him being allowed to see his child, it's going to make him not want to do it even more. Briana goes on to say to John that, you know, I filed for child support, but then I got the paperwork in the mail that says if I file for child support, he's going to get 50-50. So I'm dropping the child support. Like I said, in other words, Briana just wanted the man's money. She didn't want him to be an actual father, which is freaking disgusting, okay? So she goes on to tell John that she's dropping the child support. And you know what I hope? I hope Lewis, which he probably won't because he's a deadbeat, sorry to say, but I'm not sorry to say because he is a deadbeat. I mean, I call it what it is. H2O is water, okay? And you're a freaking deadbeat. Briana says that she drops the child support, but I mean, I doubt that Lewis is going to go to court and be like, you know what? Put child support on me. I want to get 50-50 of my daughter, because any other man in this world who loves their child, even if she dropped child support, he's still going to go to court because he wants that 50-50. This is the great thing about facing the computer and being able to see you guys. So I will be reading in a minute because I do have something to read on here, okay? So we get a black screen of white text for Jenelle's segment, and it says, because of David's earlier texts threatening that he would show up to shoots and force production to shut down, MTV crews are still not able to film in North Carolina with Jenelle. We already knew this. I don't know why MTV felt the need to remind us. So Jenelle goes on to say that even though she didn't go to Kentucky because of her wayward husband, she decided to go to Florida over the weekend with a friend. He let you go there by yourself, but he wouldn't let you go to Kentucky with your child. Anyway, Jenelle goes on to say that now she's fighting with Barbara again. I thought you guys were best buddies. I thought you were best pals. I thought you were best friends. Whenever I'm down, I thought y'all were best friends. I guess not, okay? I knew that was just a matter of time anyway before they would stop being the best of friends. When have we ever seen an extended long period of time with Barbara and Jenelle getting along? In all these years, we have never seen it, okay? We've never seen it. I never seen it. See, I went gospel on y'all, okay? And that is my genre. But anyway, Jenelle says that Barbara's over here believing all the tabloids, okay? And she says that her mom will come and ask her based on an article, are you getting a divorce? So what the heck are you supposed to do if you know somebody, they're in a tabloid, and you want to know the truth? What did she do wrong by asking you if you were getting a divorce? She's asking the horse, okay? She's asking the horse, all right? But for some reason that bothered Jenelle, that she would dare ask her for the truth. So Jenelle goes on to say that Barbara films stuff behind her back that airs on MTV. Well, duh. I figured half those scenes that Barbara was doing, Jenelle did not know about, because if a girl knew about it, she wouldn't have been her best friend. The friend is just very complacent. I don't know who you hired. MTV, where'd you hire this girl? She's dead. She needs to get more vibrant, okay? She needs to get lively. And Jenelle is like, it hurts her feelings because she's scrutinizing her relationship and the stuff that they're saying is not true. Jenelle, I don't see anything untrue about saying that your husband is a piece of freaking crap. And I cannot for the life of me understand why that man had no repercussions from you when he killed your freaking dog and beat him to death. I'm going to sum it up real quick because Janelle's babbling and it's getting on my nerves and I want to move on. I ain't got all night, okay? It's late and I ain't got all night, all right? So she basically says that she does not trust Barbara anymore. She thinks that she believes everything she hears, blah, blah, blah. That's all she was talking about to her dead friend. And her dead friend needs to get lively. So I'm going to need her dead friend to stop acting like the zombies in the Thriller video. In fact, the zombies in the Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller video, were more lively than this dead friend. She's just laying there like, doesn't want to comment. Anyway, girl, I'm going to need you never to appear on my Teen Mom 2 again. Oh, Jenelle decides to reference surviving R. Kelly. Girl, that's not a good example, okay? That's not a good example to use surviving R. Kelly, because R. Kelly's he's really a predator, okay? He really does like little girls. There's proof that he's been with little girls. There's documented proof that he married a little girl. And I don't even know what possessed you to talk about R. Kelly, but can we please get off this subject? Janelle. She had the nerve to say that all these people had stuff to say about R. Kelly and what R. Kelly did, but nobody interviewed R. Kelly, which is a doggone lie. Everybody and their mama, if you're on social media, if you got YouTube, knows that they had an interview with R. Kelly and Gayle King, and it is freaking epic. He lost his doggone mind. So the next scene is Kailyn, and we're here with Javi, and I done told y'all so many times, y'all already know that I cannot stand that man. And any scene that he's in, I'm not spending too much time on, period. So anyway, the next scene is Kailyn's scene, and she's finally here, and that mug is cute. So anyway, she's drinking out this cute little mug. And Mark comes over, her friend, and she's talking to Mark about the fact that she called Joe to come over and get the check. And she says she's still feeling some kind of way about it. What way are you feeling? Relieved? That's the only way you should be feeling, Kailyn. You should be feeling relieved. Even though she gave her the check, she's still very annoyed that Joe, was about to take her to court for child support. And she said, I expected that out of Javi. Sometimes there are things that people do that we just have to get over. Whatever, move on with your life and keep it pushing. And at this point, Kailyn, you done gave the man the check. Try to work on repairing that situation, the co-parenting situation between you and Joe, and let it go. Kailyn goes on to say that since she didn't know how much she was paying in child support, she had put her situation on hold. But now the situation is that she's going to be building a house, okay? You already have a house. How many houses do you people need? Okay. Anyway, if I was rich, I would have 3 or 4 houses. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? I would have a house in every time zone. I swear to you. Okay, promise you. The next scene is Chelsea's scene, and Chelsea says that Watson's feeling better, and even though the robbery was about a month ago, she's still feeling anxiety about it, which is understandable. I mean, you scared somebody gonna come in your house while you're there. Chelsea goes on to say that Aubrey is having trouble sleeping in her room. Of course, again, still understandable. Chelsea goes on to say a couple of nights ago when the MTV cameras weren't there, she was out with her friend and suddenly she could not breathe. Chelsea says that she went to the hospital and the doctors think that it was a panic attack. So Chelsea says that the doctors gave her a heart monitor to take home so they can figure out if it's something more serious or if the heart situation was caused by anxiety. Chelsea's sitting here explaining to Cole how she felt, how she couldn't speak, how her heart was thumping out of her chest. Anyway, Chelsea's still talking about this anxiety and medication. I'm sorry, I just felt like saying that. So Mandy's asking her, like, are you going to be on medication, whatever? And Chelsea's like, well, I'm breastfeeding, so I really don't know, what the solution is going to be. So Jenelle's over here in the pool, and she says even though she's annoyed with her mom is helping out with the kids and David. The next scene is Leah's scene, and she says that since she broke up with Jason, the girls have seemed fine, but Addie's been saying some weird things lately. So that last episode when Leah broke up with Jason and Addie was like, yeah, you need to go back with my daddy, she was dead serious. She was not playing with Leah. Leah is here with Victoria, and she lets Victoria know that Addie's having a tough time with Jeremy and her not being together, okay? Something about a love note that was put in the bag that they tried to play off as Jeremy's love note. Alrighty then. So Victoria, you had the nerve to ask Leah if there was a chance that she would ever get back with Jeremy. Dogs don't go back to vomit, do they? Anyway, I'm sorry, Jeremy. No offense. I'm not trying to say that you're a bad person. I'm just saying that you and Leah do not fit, okay? You do not fit like hand and glove. You do not go together like peanut butter and jelly. It's just not going to work. So the next scene is Briana's scene, and she says she's meeting up with Jenelle later. Why? Anyway, she says in the meanwhile, she's taking John to the airport. They're going to say their goodbyes. Goodbye. Anyway, guys, I sang that already. But I feel like I need to do a proper send-off video. And I appreciate all the views I got on that Jenelle video. Just to let you know. My Teen Mom Talks never get that many views, and I do appreciate it. But as I stated earlier, this will be one of the last videos that I film on my webcam, only because I miss sitting in front of my regular phone and making sure y'all can't see nothing. This is my case on my phone. That's a Kate Spade. I'm sorry. That's a Kate Spade case, okay? In case you were wondering. You could look it up. You'll find it. Or maybe I'll link it for you. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is the last video that I'll be filming on my webcam. I know you guys miss seeing me on regular camera. I miss being able to sing, and I can't really sing on this one because the sound is so loud that it hurts you guys' ears, even when I talk a little loud. And so we're not going to do it, okay? This is the last video. Okay, I promise. Alrighty then. So, yeah. Later on that day, she meets up with Jenelle, and didn't I watch a Jenelle scene? Why MTV? Oh, I do have my glasses on. I ain't taking them off right now, okay? Forgot I had them on. So you caught me, okay? I put my glasses on in between scenes. Okay? Sue me. So I hope you like them. So anyway, guys, Brianna's sitting here talking with Jenelle. Jenelle asks about John. I'm tired. Didn't John just leave? But anyway, so, you know, Brianna goes on to let her know that her and John are doing well and yakety smackety. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's move on. Jenelle and Brianna are sitting here talking about John, and Jenelle asks Brianna, does John have any kids? And she's like, no, he doesn't have any kids. And Janelle's like, oh, that's great, no baby mama drama. Yes, I did change my glasses, okay? So Jenelle and Brianna, they're still yapping, and now they're yapping about David and how David's not allowed to be on MTV's cameras. And guys, when I tell you that I'm over this scene, y'all know I am very quickly over Brianna, and I'm very quickly over Jenelle. I've been over Jenelle. I am so glad she's gone permanently. And I won't miss her one darn bit. I won't be singing, I miss you, I'm talking to you, baby. I will not be singing that for Jenelle, okay? And by the way, guys, it's very hard. It was very hard when I was doing that video to find songs where you're happy that someone's leaving, okay? All the songs were sad. And I'm just like, really? Girl, I'm not sad. Janelle goes on to say that the only thing that her and David argue about is MTV's filming schedule. The fact that MTV cannot go to North Carolina anymore, and Janelle always has to go out of town. She says that's what they argue most about. And girl, you ain't got to worry about that no more. Now you're going to argue. Now you're going to be arguing over finances and how you're going to get money to pay them bills, okay? Next scene is Kailyn's scene, but we're here with Joe and V, and they're talking about the fact that Joe said it, you know, he went to Kailyn. She gave him the child support check for the back money that she owed, that she should have gave on her own and not been forced to give, in my opinion. So Joe was like, I analyzed it, make sure it was her real signature, honey. Make sure that the numbers on there was correct, because otherwise she's gonna rewrite that check, okay, and be even more pissed. By the way, she's still pissed at you, Joe, but she's not gonna tell you, but she's still pissed at you that you even went to child support court, that you even dared to try to get your money back, okay? Joe goes on to say that, you know, he got tired of playing Tom and Jerry, honey. Sorry. I know my laughing comes off so loud on here, but like I said, this is the last video, I promise you guys, okay? I'm going to be in the living room and I'll have my regular setup soon enough. But anyway, Joe said he tired of playing Tom and Jerry, okay? Joe goes on to say that he really doesn't know how Kailyn feels. She doesn't talk about it. She didn't want to talk about it then, and she doesn't want to talk about it now. So he has really no idea how Kailyn is feeling about everything. The next scene is Chelsea's scene, and she says she's trying to keep her anxiety under control so that she doesn't have another panic attack. So she says she's a little anxious about leaving the house after her panic attack. So her friend Chelsea, right? I think they're both named Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. She explains to Randy and the people at the table what was going on and how Chelsea said that she didn't feel right. And how she said, look, I need to go to the emergency room. They're continuing to talk, and Chelsea's like, you know, because of the break-in, they were actually talking about the break-in a little bit before her panic attack. And they're both, you know, everybody's like, I wish that would have never happened. Chelsea and Randy sounds like a hotel. Chelsea and Randy, they said that they wish that had never happened. And Randy ends this scene by saying that break-in changed Chelsea, so she's completely different now. That's how it happens, guys. You know, you think you're one way all your life, and you have an instance or a situation, and it completely changes your view, changes how you feel, all of that. So the next scene is Brianna's scene, and Devon, you stepping it up a little, huh? So Devon comes over and brings this ugly little doll. I'm sorry. But ouch, I just bit myself. Devon comes inside, and he very nicely hugs Nova, and he has this huge little doll, this little ugly doll that he gives Nova, and that is one creepy doll, but it's the thought that counts. And so Nova's sitting here opening the gift, and I guess she likes it. So they're looking at this beautiful little board that has different pictures of Nova from different ages, and then Roxanne's sitting here talking to Brianna, and she's like, look, we don't have any updated pictures of anyone, okay? Just make it simple. I don't know why y'all don't just keep it simple, all right? So Roxanne is suggesting that they do family portraits, and they include Lewis. He ain't family, and he ain't got it together yet. Addie is so doggone adorable, okay? I love Addie. So anyway, we're here with Leah, and Leah's sitting here with Addie, and she's saying, who thought that Daddy gave Mommy that love note? And Addie said, that was my sister's. Okay, that wasn't me, that was my sister's. So Leah said, what made you tell Daddy that Mommy broke his heart? And Addie says that, well, Daddy had a girlfriend at the time. And then Leah was like, well, you know, when I was with Jason, did that make you think of me and Dad being together? And Addie said, well, you know, yeah. And Leah just goes on to tell Addie that, you know, even though we're not together, we're still going to love you. Addie says she knows. And hopefully, you know, because, you know, as kids get older, they start to understand more and they start questioning things. So the next scene is Kailyn's scene, and she says they're going to start building her house in the next couple of weeks. But for now, she's taking the boys to the lot so they can see where the house is going to be built. So Kailyn's realtor shows up. You didn't tell us he was coming. And basically, they get into this area of the scene where they're talking about the house and building the house. And girl, I don't care, okay? I don't like those stupid house shows and building houses. Just build a house and just bring the MTV cameras in there and let me just see it. So Chelsea shows up at the dinner and they're all talking about anxiety. That is the entire scene, okay? I'm not going to go and do a play-for-play about what they were talking about. But basically, they were asking, Chelsea was asking about the heart monitor. She has a heart monitor on here. And Randy, you know, let you know, hey, you know, there's a difference between anxiety about something upcoming and then a panic attack. Alrighty then, that was the end of the scene, and that is the end of my video, finally. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.